Hi all, Cynthia here from NB Pretty Papers, up today doing a 12 by 12 layout. So you saw at the beginning I had a sketch, and that sketch is from Stuck Sketches. This, I thought I would play along with their challenge this month, and so I went and grabbed their sketch and made this layout based on that sketch. And then when I went to post it, I realized that I actually needed to post it onto my own blog post, which I don't have a blog. So, but that's okay. I still thoroughly enjoyed the sketch and doing this layout, so I'll just post it up here onto my channel and be happy with that. I really love the way the layout come together. I've gone through the papers that were in the December Kitaholic kit that I received, and I've cut out 3 or 4 different papers, and now I'm just using both sides of the paper. So I do a fair bit of shuffling around here for a while, trying to get a mix of colours so there's no 2 colours close together, each colour's on there more than once. I'm trying to make sure that the pattern of the diamonds are not even, so there's a spot missing and one bit's a little bit longer than the other, so I just don't want it all uniform. I cut these squares at 2 by 2, so 2-inch square, and then obviously I've just turned them onto their side. And I also cut a few 1-inch square as well, and I'm going to actually cut those in half and use little ones as well. You'll see me do that in a moment. I did try to, a lot of this in a moment is just repetitive, me fiddle farting around with these done little squares, trying to get everything to look right. And I was going to show you a little bit, tell you a little bit about what I was doing, and then edit the rest out. But no, not today. Today my process, that my software that I use is just not playing ball with me, and it's not allowing me to do it. So you're going to have to sit and watch the whole lot, and hopefully I can talk through the whole lot. So there we go, there's those little 1-inch squares that I spoke about. I've just cut them in half and am going to put them along the bottom. Continue that sort of diamond pattern as if they've gone off the bottom of the page, and also just to give a little bit of interest to the bottom of the page there as well. So this paper was the gorgeous paper that came in the kit, and I think I pretty much fussy cut the whole page in the end. I don't think there's too much of it that I used as a whole. It's absolutely gorgeous paper, and just in my opinion, made to be cut out, fussy cut out. I think around about here I'm reasonably happy. As I'm still shuffling around, I can see. Yeah, no, that gets 2 greens too close together, and that gets them 2 greens a bit close together. Let me go up there. That's still now got 2 greens up together up there, and this is what's going through my mind as I'm doing it. But I'm over it by this stage, so I'm just going to put them down and say that it's looking pretty good. And straight up, very first one, I've sort of messed up the pattern that I had, and it goes through the whole lot. So there we go, I've got them all down, and I'm now trying to layer it up. Not quite getting the look that I'm looking for. See what I can do. Bringing in a couple more bits of diamonds, just trying to make sure that, as I said, I didn't want the pattern to be even. Really like the way that tucks in up there, and at that point I think I should just turn my layout around and try to tuck my photos in, and I like the way that looks. So I have my two little photos over on the right tucked in under a couple of the patterns, and I'm going to use the one there on the left as the sort of the main focal image of the page. And you wouldn't believe it, but I actually have some more little squares that I'm going to shuffle around for a little bit longer. So this was some of the stuff I thought I might have trimmed out. I didn't think you needed to see me backwards and forth, but as I said, it's just something about the way that's meeting up with the other page. I'm just trying to make it flow across the page nicely. Decided that I'm just going to stick these couple of bits down as well. And I don't know why I fuss so much, because ultimately and then when you look at the page you don't sort of go, oh my god, she's got two pinks beside each other. But at the time, you know, it was one of those things that was bugging me. So I will pop the main photo up onto a little bit of fun foam, you saw that there, and then tuck the flowers that I fussy cut in behind it. Have another diamond, decided I'm going to tuck that in somewhere. I think I end up cutting another one out as well, if I remember correctly. So I leave that one there where it is. I'm going to stick that down. I quite like the way that sort of makes the pattern flow right across the page. And yes, this is where I must be going back through the papers, deciding that I'll cut another one or two out. And going to put a couple of those in. So put another one in here, just so that pattern just doesn't finish quite so even. Trim off the excess around the edge, and I use that other half in. I just tuck it in just there, and then by the time I lay the flowers up, you can't tell that it's half. So I'm liking the way this is coming together. Start to glue some more things down. I'm going to lay up the flowers. That flower is just a little bit big. I couldn't quite tuck it under, so I just sort of trim off a little bit there so it'll tuck in under that photo. And that's done. Make sure I put that little one in there, and that is the background done. I'm pretty sure I don't mess around with any more. So I glue all that down, and then I go to, after I clean up my desk, I go to all the ephemera and all that come with the pack, and I'm going to see what I can make work where. Decided that I'm going to put a title on this page. The last few layouts that I've done, I've got right to the end and gone, oh, I forgot my title. And it's been too late to be able to put one on, so liked these titles, so I like these alphas, I should say, just like the font and the colouring of them. As I'm going to call this layout Crazy and I Love It. I think these font go quite well with it. They just sort of got a bit of a crazy look. You don't see me do it all. I do cut away in a moment. I managed to do that before that went haywire on me, and so I did a bit of journaling down in the bottom right hand corner, right down there where that white space is, and it just says, getting a Christmas photo didn't turn out as planned, but I much prefer this one. So just talking, I probably should say these ones. So talking about just the Eddie these days is going through a stage where every time he tried to snap a photo of him, he just pulls a crazy face. And so I actually thought, well, it captures our family as it is quite well at the moment. So I fiddle around here for a little bit. I put this down and then I go to the rest of the bits and pieces that come in the kit, and I put some hearts down and some little stars around, and then a couple of tiny words. So up on the top right photo I just put December, and then underneath that I just put 2 acrylic little hearts, and then under the floral in the middle on the bottom photo there on the right I put a little sticker that says that's the spirit. Yes, the look on his face is sort of telling me something. And I put a little heart, acrylic heart, and a little star in that little cluster. And then just on the main photo I put another little word sticker that says family. And that's pretty much it. Just a tiny little flower and a couple of more little acrylic hearts will go up next to the title near the crazy up there. And that's all I do to this layout. So as I said right there at the end, you don't actually see me put those last few touches on. Not too sure what happened there. Going through, just making sure I glue those chipboard alphas down, as they don't have much of a stick to them, so you might have got to make sure you add a little bit of extra glue. Straightening up my stickers that have the last part of the title, and you see me fluff around with these ones for a little while, and then it comes to the end. So if you're stuck with me this far, thank you very much. Let me know whether or not you ever use sketches. I occasionally like to pull a sketch out and follow a sketch, even though, as you can see at the end, I'll put the sketch back up again. I didn't follow it exactly, I just used it as a starting point, and then I went from there. Leave me a comment what you think of the one. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next video. So until then, have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, or a wonderful month, and I will talk to you on the next one. Stay tuned for some close-up photos. Catch you later. Bye.